Hey folks, I'm Red and this is my Watcher of Realms channel. This is the free-to-play series. We're on the main account and the weekly reset has just happened. So I'm going to collect some rewards here. We made it to Platinum 3. I need to work on my arena, get a little bit higher, see if I can get into Overlord. But that's going to take a little bit of doing, I think. So I'll wait until I feel like I have the gear and the strategy to make it work. So let's see. Okay, I think I'll just get these, and I don't think I'll get anything else for now. But I do want to get my summoning crystals here, 2 of those, and I got them 3 from the arena. And maybe I'll just do my refreshes now because I can. But the main reason I wanted to make a video was actually to talk about Guild Boss 2, Semrah. So I've now got kind of my Guild Boss 1 in a good footing, so getting my 50k blood on a regular basis. And I wanted to try pushing a little bit further in Guild Boss 2. So I did manage to get Apocalypse 1 30k in a single run, and so I'll show you that team. And then I did a little bit better on my Apocalypse 2 team as well. So I figured I'd just do that kind of right away. I'll just run some of these auto battles here in the background. And let this go. And yeah, let's get the rewards, and we'll see how it goes. So I got up to the second chest on Apocalypse 2. So let's see if we get anything good here. Find chest. Wow, a bunch of ancient crystals, a couple rare crystals, and some good materials here. Refining crystal, nice. And yeah, Apocalypse 2, let's see. I got the top chest here, and I get a bunch more ancient crystals, nice. Okay, so let me show you the team that I've got. My guild still can't beat this boss, so we don't get double rewards. But this is the team that I've been using. And I find, I don't know if you can see it so well here, but I find Nissandei is really, really helpful along with Midan, because I don't have enough speed or rage regen on Midan to get her ultimate up for the cleanse on the final stage. I also find that Lucius doesn't really do much. I think there's enough damage output that we don't get to use his skills very much, but he also does damage, so I figured I'd leave him in there. And you can see the main damage dealers here are Ares, Deimos, and Silas, and then Livian is in there for some stuns, and the others are there just to support, basically. So let me just run this on auto. We'll see if I can replicate my run. There's a little bit of RNG involved here, and I'll kind of talk you through some of the mechanics as we go. Basically, I get my damage dealers down, and then all of the healers have some invigoration on, and for this first phase I need Livian up to do at least 4 stuns. If she can do 4 stuns, then everyone can kind of survive the boss hits. And that's the case for the other first phases. Now you see, I had enough damage, I just got, through that first phase pretty easily. Then here's the Aegis mode, where you've got your defense. And yeah, Lucius, I just kind of trigger him whenever I can in that phase, but he actually does more damage when he's in his other phase. And you can see I'm not timing these ults very well for cleansing the poisons. But at this early stage, it doesn't matter too much. So that's the other thing, is that some of the timings get a bit messed up with these auto battles. I'm not quite sure why the timings get messed up, but they do. So here we're in the second phase, and yeah, you can see even with 4 stacks here, some of my heroes almost get one shot. I will kind of stop this phase once I get closer to the poison, because that's really the key where I find that I can lose my heroes. So here's the Aegis mode, and I've got 2 stacks, and that's not such a big deal. But yeah, then I will stop it here, and I will enter and put this on 1x and see if we can get this guy down quickly, and then I can use my cleanse here for this phase. Now what I've found is that it's better to use Nissandei's cleanse first, if you can, and you wait until you've got 2 stacks of poison. And the reason for that is because he does his big slam on kind of the second round. So here's Acidic Venom, here it comes, and they've gone on, and then I hit Nissandei, and then I start doing damage here, and I'll wait on Hollow because I want her to regen for Midan. So I'm kind of just waiting for another stack of poison here to come, and then I'll probably use Midan. And here's the Acidic Venom coming. Here we go. And then we will do some damage here. And there's another big hit. And then Acidic Venom comes again, and I will use Midan here. So we've got our 20 stack there. And then cleanse. So good. Okay, so you can see I've hit 20k mech fragments already. And so I basically just need to survive one more round in order to hit that 30k. And it gets a bit tricky, but it's okay. So now I can basically use my Nissandei during these next 2 phases, kind of whenever she's available. And I'll try to time my use of this ult with Silas and Deimos to get the most out of them. But for the healers, I can just kind of run them whenever. So now you can see Livian is not hitting her stuns so often, unfortunately, but if I can get 4 stacks, then I can maybe survive this next hit. And I think I'll just trigger Midan so that I can keep everyone alive during this phase, and I can't, okay? So that normally happens for me. I think, you know, these heroes are kind of built for damage and speed. They're not really built for survival. So if I could get a bit more HP on them, then they would survive this phase, and I wouldn't have maybe so many issues hitting that 30k. But it is what it is. So let's see, I will wait until this guy does a slam, and then I will get Nissandei to trigger. So she does her big heal. Everyone stays alive, fortunately, and we're on to the next phase. And then I'll put this on 2x, and I think I will just auto cast these guys. Until we are ready to do our placements again. Get Silas in there, Dolores, and Hollow. And then whenever Lucius is available, I will trigger him just to keep the boss from doing protecting himself too much. Okay, and again, I'm waiting for Dolores to be available before I trigger my big damage dealers here. And hopefully get enough damage to get this down. So yeah, this is kind of the way we're going. Trying to keep everyone alive. Try and keep our alts available if they can be available for the next phase. Trigger Lucius during this phase so I can get my damage down, or damage up rather. And then hopefully I get my hollow pretty soon here. And yeah, so at this point it's just kind of managing survival and being able to trigger enough damage so that I can survive and get my 30k. Okay, there we go. Now, this is really the tricky part, is this next poison phase. So fortunately, I do have my Midan and Nissandei coming up for the second round when the poison comes out again. And I will wait for this next round of poison. When I see the numbers, then I will trigger. So we get our cleanse. And then again, I will wait here until the poison hits, and then I'll trigger my hollow here to hopefully keep people alive. I may need to trigger my Midan, but no, it looks like we're okay for now. I may lose a couple people, hopefully not. And here comes the acidic venom, and hopefully when this next stack comes, I can trigger Midan. Here we go, and cleanse and survive. Nice. Okay, so now this is basically the third round, right? And I'm gonna hit my 30k because I'm gonna get the boss down here, and everyone has survived very nicely. And yeah, we should be good. So that poison phase is really the tricky part for me to manage. And yeah, we managed it. So now I need Livian to start doing her stuns so that we can survive for our 30k. And you can see, you know, I didn't quite hit that 30k before a bunch of folks died, but it looks like I just did. Okay, so now I can just kind of set this on auto alt and try and survive long enough to get a bit more damage out. Yeah, and I think I'll probably die in this phase. I won't be able to get enough damage to get the boss down before my time runs out. But, you know, that is life. Such is life. So this whole, I'll just say this whole team is a little bit tricky to work with because when you've got Midan, you need everyone to be in her range, okay? And that range is right here, right? So let me see if maybe I will get this phase down and I can show you what I mean. But it would be ideal if I could place her like here, okay? But if I place her there, then I've only got 3 other slots for platform units. So if I want Lucius in there to cleanse that defense, then, you know, I don't really have enough, right? Because I need, all my healers are basically platform units. I have 3 healers plus Dolores, so they take up all of those slots. So that would be fine if I had enough ground units. But currently, to put Midan in there for the cleanse, I basically need her here so that I can cover all of the platform tiles as well. So that's kind of the drawback of this particular setup and these particular heroes that I want to use. So if I had someone else like maybe if I was using Kagiri or something, then I could maybe put him in as a ground unit. And so what I've done with my Apocalypse 2 team is basically to do that, you know, to have more ground units. But I've also got Elowen, who has a larger range and can cover more units, more tiles. So that's kind of the thing you have to play around with your particular team, is to figure out how to make that work. And yeah, these guys are actually cooking pretty well. So this is a pretty good run. I was thinking that, you know, I'd die on that first phase, but these guys are working. So I'll let them cook away a little bit longer. Get my 30 plus K. I might be able to hit, what, 40K maybe? No, I think I'll run out of time here. But they're doing pretty well, I'd say. And yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so 36K, not bad. I'm happy with that. That gets me the top chest on Apocalypse 1, and I will save that. Yeah. There we go. So in terms of damage, yeah, Silas is the biggest damage dealer for me, and then Deimos. So I think you probably could do this with other epics as damage dealers. Yeah, you just have to play around with it. You could probably put Abomination in there. And if you don't have anyone who can do damage like Lucius or can do more damage than Lucius, I don't think his defense or his buff removal is particularly useful for Apocalypse 1. But you know, it might be for you, depending on how long it takes you to take down that second phase. So yeah, so that's cool. I would really like it if they provided a way for you to test different teams before you actually did a run, kind of like what they do for Guild Boss 1. But now I can use my second team, and I've been using Twyla and Kagiri and Hex. So Hex boosts Twyla, and then everyone else is in there mainly for support. So I've got basically 4 big damage dealers. Torador does bring a decreased defense, which can be helpful as well. And then my Helga, is this Helga? What's her name? Yeah, Helga is in there for the stuns on the first section there. And yeah, everyone else is basically just in there for support. So yeah, maybe But let me show you the other team. So we got Silas doing most of the damage. He is in Infernal Roar, and he's got 100% crit rate, 13k attack, 345% crit damage. Pretty fast, 381. Not too bad, I would say, in terms of stats. We've got Ares in there. He's doing some decreased defense, 20k attack, and really high crit rate, because that's my gear, you know. 200% crit damage. The second highest damage dealer on that team was Deimos. So Deimos is pretty decently built, I would say. He is in Infernal Roar, and he's got 12.5k attack, 100% crit rate, 227% crit damage, and he's pretty fast, 320 attack speed. Again, like with better stats, you would do better numbers, obviously. Midan is in Invigoration, and she's got 37k HP, 426 speed, and 100% rage regen. Probably if I gave her a bit of healing effect, that would also help. But yeah, she handles things pretty well. She is fully awakened, and she's got this golden scarab artifact on. Deimos is Key of the Forsaken, so gets more HP and gets a bit more damage from that. Wrath is also Key of the Forsaken, and then Infernal Roar with 100% crit rate, 12.6k attack, and 375 crit damage at 459 speed. So he's pretty well built, I would say. Let's see who else. I've got my Hollow here, also Invigoration, and she's got 24.8k HP. You saw she died there a couple times, but she's got 16k attack to help with the heals, and she's pretty fast, 253 speed, and 100% rage regen-ish with some healing effect. Dolores is also in Invigoration, and she just basically got an attack build with 27k HP, 12.8k attack, and basically, yeah, nothing else, no rage regen or anything. So Livian is in this Guardian set, and she is 68k HP, and pretty fast, because I want to try and get those stuns out. So 546 speed, and fully skilled, fully awakened, and she's got this Bastion Ring artifact. Let's see. Yeah, I've got Keen Wisdom on Dolores. I've got Euphoric Orb on Hollow, and let's see who else. Oh yeah, my Nissandei is a key healer here. So Golden Scarab for the artifact. She's fully skilled, she's fully awakened, and Invigoration set with 40k HP, trying to keep her alive, 14k attack, and 355 speed, and that's about it. No rage regen or anything like that. So she's kind of like the tag teaming healer here. And was that it? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, Lucius. 4. Here she is. So he's just got this Glacier set, and he has 100% crit rate, and he has decent other stats, but it's nothing crazy. 12.3k attack, 200% crit damage, and 277 speed. So he could be much better built, and he would do a lot more damage. He is not fully skilled, but I did get a bunch of dust into his ultimate there. So yeah, he is also A1 because I got an extra copy of him a while back. And yeah, the other stats don't seem to. Oh, and he's in this Ichor Chalice to kind of help keep him alive. Probably if I put my Silas in Ichor Chalice, that would help him survive as well. I mean, he doesn't really have enough HP. If I could give him 30k HP, then he'd probably survive a bit better. But, you know, it is what it is. And mainly I just want to hit that 30k mech fragments. So yeah, so I think that's it for those, for that first set of heroes. And so I'll work on Apocalypse 2 at a later date. All these pop-ups, joys of joys. And yeah, so a bit of a longer video today, but hopefully that was helpful to show you kind of how I'm getting the Apocalypse chests. And yeah, do like and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you later.